This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. Shut that shit down.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that can really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Mayfield now from the 50. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They go play action. Mayfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's nice to meet you.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. A battle for It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they'll get him down up past the 15. On 1st down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
How you like me now?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf.
Jordan Jennings is
83
happening.
yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Yeah, bro, you might as well go ahead and get ready to quit, man.
And going through his receiver
Go ahead and
options.
get ready to
While he was
quit,
doing
man.
that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it's a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4 on 2nd down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you...
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for two. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Buying time to his left. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now it's Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Browns drive about to get started. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They toss it left side to Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's got room. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3-for-2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2-for-1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Whoa!
Incomplete.
Bro.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Dumbass.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Dumbass bitch.
Here's Wilson.
Too long, fool.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter.